Anthony. Let's go ahead and look at your week 6 work. So going back to week 1, this was your pre-instruction self-portrait, and then this is what we've got during week 6. So definitely an improvement, strong improvement in proportions. What I'm lacking here that I really wanted to see and that this exercise talks about is a light and shadow. So we've still got just really harsh shapes going on and not a lot of sense of these kind of highlights and shadows going on. It looks like you've given a ground to your image, but then that's kind of all we did. I want to see kind of darker line, highlights, darker shadows here underneath the neck. I want to see around the eyes. Instead of these harsh lines, think about how this is just a variation in light and dark. Think about how eyes, your pupils are not just, your irises aren't just nothing, right? There's color. I mean, even though we're not doing color, there's, think of that in grayscale to get more of a sense of realism. So I want to see you kind of, push yourself here, and we definitely improved in some areas, but then in other areas, it's just kind of a lack of doing it. So let's really push that a bit more. Picasso, the same. So let's really, kind of give more. You started to give a little bit of that sketchy quality going on, but then we're missing it in the rest of it. So we're probably a bit small in the eyes and a bit high in the nose. So keep pushing those proportions and keep, experimenting with different drawing tools. So I think this is the one that was supposed to be those proportions of the face. So you didn't need to draw a whole thing, just kind of copying that chart that was there. And to really use that as a guide for getting those proportions correct. And then for your eggs, this is looking really nice as far as proportions go. It's just those highlights and shadows. So it looks like you've, started them here. But then the eggs there's nothing going on, right? So if there's light coming, say, from this direction, we know that the light's going to fall on this side, and then it's going to cast shadows on the back sides of those eggs. So start really thinking and using your perceptive skills of how these kind of things work. But overall, I'm definitely seeing some improvement, so keep it up.